Hello friends, I'm here again and hope so you all are doing well. So this time I brought a love story and it has a twist at last, so please do watch it. And the title of the story is Too Late. I was a simple girl with people all around me. I used to share my feelings, my every laugh, every tear with them without hesitation. My friends and my family were everything to me. There was not even a single day I had not thanked God for giving me such a pleasure of having a beautiful life. Among them, my closest and my best friend was Tina. Tina and me used to enjoy each other's presence and we were more like our two beautiful sisters. One day, Tina said me about her boyfriend and how she was mad on him and was ever ready to die for him. I felt happy to hear that she has chosen a partner and she is ready to start a new life with him. On hearing her wedding, I had arrived with lots of flowers and lots of best wishes for her. But when I arrived there, I saw something which blew my mind and I got a big shock. I saw that she had cut her nerves and left this world. I was surprised. I did not know what was going around. All I was said that the one whom she loved had forbidden her, and he had always loved her well and never her. She couldn't tolerate the truth and attempted suicide. All I was having now was just a photo frame of her and an old earphone which was unique in itself. The person who was wearing the earphone could only hear to the opposite person. The voice of that person could not reach to the opposite person to whom he or she is talking. From that day, my belief on love was shattered. I felt that whatever wrong in this world is due to love. I hated my friend for attempting suicide without thinking about me and her family. From that day, I decided to be 10 miles away from love and never believe in that stupid and cruel stuff. During my high school days, I was busy on my studies, not interested in any stupid stuff and staying away from love. One day, a boy named Shin had taken new admission in our school. He was good looking. All the girls in my class were having a crush on him. Like all were flat on him. But I stayed always 10 miles away from him. One day, while I was coming from my part-time job, it was quite dark and I was alone in fear, but not even a wrinkle looked on my face. I was on my way to home, but soon a gang of boys had surrounded me and tried to scare me. I was helpless. I cried for help, but there was no one available in the sight. Soon I felt that now I am going to be ruined. I did not even know how many times will be the God testing me and taking everything from me. Soon I felt desperately scared, and suddenly a boy who was passing by that way saw me and said to the gang by showing his phone that if they do something wrong with me, he'll summon the police and they will take them to the irons. The gang got scared by this and on fear and anger they ran from that point. And I sighed in relief. Shin came near me and asked me, was I alright? I thanked him for helping me out. Later, he dropped me to my house and went in his way. That day, I felt something different. I felt that all boys are not of same kind. But when I saw Tina's photo frame on my table, that feeling was vanished. I decided always to keep 10 miles distance from Shin, but did not knew why I had to do this. Maybe because I was scared that I may like him. The next day, in my school, I saw that some people were talking about yesterday's matter and taunting me with their inhuman words. At that time, Shin arrived there and started making them shut by saying that they should not tease her as there might be anyone else at her place and it was none of her mistake. that she was attacked by them. I felt the same feeling which I felt that day. I sternly controlled myself and said Shane that he does not need to take my side, as I can handle my queries, and went from the class by saying this. At my home, I was just desperately convincing myself not to think about Shane, but my heart would not agree. I was afraid that I may fall in love with him, so I decided not to talk to him anymore. The next day, I was suffering from doubts of fever, so I had not attended school for a week. So the school had ordered the class monitor, that is Shin, to inquire about my illness. He called me in my cell phone. I felt nervous and decided not to talk to him, but my heart insisted to pick his call. So I took the earphone of Tina and picked his call. He asked me whether I was alright and when was I coming back to school. I felt good, but the memories of Tina kept me away from talking to him. I was sealed, I was confused. I said him in a shanky voice not to be so nice to me and stop worrying about me, as I was afraid that I may like you, but I did not want to do it, so please stay away from me, and I disconnected the call. But I was in no worry because I knew that he had not heard anything. So when I went to keep the earphones of Tina, I saw that the earphones of Tina were already in my drawer, and the earphone which I was wearing was the new earphones which my mother had brought for me. I was tensed and scared, and I was thinking that Shin had heard my every line. If yes, then what might be thinking about me? What a stupid thing I have done. To feel better, I went to park and sat on a bench with a shuffled mind. Then in a trice, a boy appeared in front of me, and that was none other than Shin. He came to me, sat behind me, and said me not to be afraid and stay calm. He said me, from the first day of my school, I had felt some different in you. I wanted to talk to you, but you seemed to be shy and a girl who is shrunk in her own world and did not want anyone in her life. So I never went ahead to talk to you. But when I saw you that night among the gang, I felt a different feeling that I had never felt before. Every cell in me was saying me to save you in any way possible. The next day when I saw the classmate teasing you, I felt bad inside and decided to speak for you. Then, when I was worried about you for not coming to school, I wanted to call you, but I did not had any appropriate reason to call and tell you what I felt about you. But when the principal said me to inquire about you, I got a reason, and in a blink I called you, and when you told me about your feelings of me, I was not having words to convey what I felt at that moment. And now when all is clear, I ask you that, will you be my soulmate? I promise every breath I will take will be in your name. Every day I will wake, it will be your face I will be seeing. Every minute when my heart will beat 72 times, it will remind me of you. I promise you to keep happy. Will you be my soulmate for life? The words of Shin melted me. I was going to say yes, but at that time the condition of Tina came in front of my eyes and I was blank. I did not know what to do. I said him that I too want to be with him, but I can't. I'm sorry. Please forgive me and forget me. I can't. Please don't be so nice to me. Leave me alone. And told him everything about Tina and my perspective on love. I told him everything and ran, having a tear glistening from my eye. I was in pain. I was fighting between my belief and my heart. I could not decide what I have to do after a month. After a month, I felt hollow inside and the pain was eating me. I did not eat anything, and then my mother came to me and asked me about the grief I was suffering from. I told her about my opinion on love and asked her, is love so cruel, and will I not be able to love anyone in my whole life? Then my mother consoled me by saying that love is the great beautiful experience, and some person are there who don't respect the purity of love, but the one who does should be given the equal love which he or she bestowed to that person. By saying this, my mother went out of my room and left me alone to have a certain decision. After a long fight among my thoughts, I finally decided to give a chance to Shin, and I felt that even Tina wanted the same from me. So after a month, I went in search of Shin, and I saw him sitting on the bench in the park. I went near to him and told that I am willing to give him a chance, but he said me that he had just come to see me for the last time and it was too late to have a decision. He said he has to go now and I have been late to give an answer. By saying this, he left and I felt shattered. I was broken. The thing which I thought about love was true. Love has always been an evil. It has no good side. It just breaks the heart into pieces. After 2 days, I went to school and thought to come out of Shin's memory. But when I arrived to school, I heard people talking about Shin. They were very sad and they said that it is very bad. To hear that, I stopped them and I did not give much interest to that matter. But when I was returning to home by the other path, as the normal path was under construction, the path went through a graveyard, and what I saw there was unbelievable. It blew my mind. I saw there a grave in the name of Shin, and there were fresh flowers all around the grave. What I saw there shook my mind, and by seeing this, I ran towards my home and myself into my room. I was in shock. Then after a day, a letter was received in my home, and when I looked into the letter, I saw that it was from Shin. My eyes were filled with fear. I was not able to decide whether to read that letter or not. I was puzzled. I firmly decided to read and know the truth, and when I opened the letter, it was written that, "Hi Rita, I wanted to live with you, spend my every second for you, share my every thoughts with you, never to leave you alone, always be with you. And I always wanted to protect you from everything which harms you. I wanted to take every breath with you and have 2 cute children and spend the whole night talking with you and our children. But you did not agree. You were lost in your thoughts of your friend. You are blindly believing the wrong thing. I just want you to say that life is beautiful. It is you can feel colors in the empty sheet if your page is empty. Don't punish yourself like this. Please live a life and be happy. Have a friend and choose someone for your life. But until you don't believe in love, you will not be able to do this all. So, to make you believe, I will show you how much I love you. So, when you are reading this letter, I would have been gone from this wonderful world a month ago. So that you will believe in love. Please don't let my life go in a vain. Please believe in life and start living it a last and final goodbye." By reading this, I fell into pieces. I cried the whole night and realized that the Shin I had met in the park was the soul of him. He was died a month ago, but he was waiting for the last time to see me, and when he did, he went away from me, away from this world. The whole night I cried at the tip of my voice. His death changed my opinion on love, so I decided to live a life for Shin. From that day, I started making friends and also made a friend called Jin and married him. We are happy now, having 2 cute children now and living happy. But this was all possible because of Shin, who will be always in my heart until there is oxygen in my lungs. So happy ending. Thank you for listening, guys. If you feel the story is good and if you like, please like and subscribe and share as much as you can.